Alright guys, and now comes the best part of collecting the Build-A-Figure series. The Build-A-Figure. This is the X-Men wave, of course, Build-A-Figure, the Juggernaut. And already I have a few things that I don't really like about it. I mean, all in all, it's a pretty nice Build-A-Figure. I am a Juggernaut fan, so I really do appreciate them giving us this Build-A-Figure. It's actually a lot nicer than the Build-A-Figure that we're getting in the second wave of X-Men Marvel Legends. Spoiler, it's Warlock. I don't really know too much about the character, but it would have been cool if we got somebody like let's say Apocalypse, since we did just get the movie X-Men Apocalypse, which wasn't that good to me. But I've always been an X-Men fan since I was a kid, and I really do appreciate this wave. The wave itself was really cool. I was actually only thinking about getting one figure in the wave, and that of course was Deadpool, because I mean, come on, Deadpool's awesome, and I became an even bigger Deadpool fan after I seen the movie. So I was just gonna get him, but I saw the rest of the figures in the wave, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna get the whole thing, and that's what I did. Yeah guys, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy put together, and I'm gonna point out a few things that I see that I don't really like. First thing I'm gonna point out is the torso piece. Now, the torso piece is just hollow plastic. It's really, really hollow plastic. And I don't know if you guys can see this on camera. Yeah, my camera does pick it up. It's actually two separate shades of, was that red? The centerpiece is actually lighter, and we got some smudging right there. So before I put the figure together, I'm gonna, just pick up the parts and kind of tell you what piece comes with what figure. So of course we got the head here, which looks kind of silly, but I mean it's not that bad. But it looks like he's got a chipped tooth. The head comes with Wolverine. So one of these arms. Okay, the right arm comes with Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat. The left arm comes with Iceman. Let's see, the right leg. I'm sorry, this is the left leg. The right leg comes with Havoc. The torso comes with Rogue. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. The torso comes with Phoenix. I was going to say Jean Grey. I'm sorry, guys. That was a hiccup of mine. Actually, the left leg comes with Rogue. The lower part of the torso comes with Cable, and that's pretty much it. We get the Deadpool figure as a bonus, and I'm glad that we got that figure because it's a really nice figure. It has its flaws, but all in all, it's a nice figure. So I know you guys are tired of me running my mouth, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy assembled, First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this really hollow piece here, and this piece here actually comes off. So that little belt piece actually comes off there and goes back on. Alright guys, so this piece clicks into this piece like so. Next I'm gonna go ahead and take his arms, put them in. There's the right arm, then the left arm. And take his legs. Those don't really snap in, they just kind of fit right there in the groove. And last but not least, Cain Marco's head. And there you have it. That is the Juggernaut, completely built, and I mean, it's not a bad figure. I actually like the Juggernaut. He's always been a pretty impressive character to me. One reason being is because you've always had to have all the X-Men try to take this guy down as a collective. He's deemed the unstoppable force, I believe, and that he is. He is a very large individual. He's a very large person. I can't call him a mutant because he actually isn't a mutant. If you don't know that much about the Juggernaut, for you guys that don't really know, he is not a mutant. He actually got his powers from a crystal or some kind of stone. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it'd be cool if we got the Colossus Jugger, the Jugger Colossus. I don't really know what his name is when Colossus gets the stone. Speaking of Colossus, he is in the next X-Men wave, which is really cool. I'm actually looking forward to that. He's actually one of the main figures I'm looking forward to getting him, and of course Cyclops. I'm very excited about Cyclops. We've got a bunch of other figures in there like Polaris, Dazzler. I don't really know much about. I think they could have done other X-Men figures like, you know, Bishop, or you know, just, you know, other more popular figures, Nightcrawler. It would have been cool to get, you know, a couple of those, you know, well-known X-Men figures. But yeah, I mean, Juggernaut looks, he doesn't look too bad. Let me get a close-up of his face. His teeth look really white on my camera. They're not. They're actually kind of yellow. I got the light on, so that's why it appears a little brighter than what it is. These are separate pieces as well. I like the dry brushing on them. Really nice. They look like real metal. It looks like his wristbands that he's wearing, that's actually separate as well. So that's a pretty cool touch, and it's a beefy figure. This is probably the biggest Builder figure that I own. Like I said, I don't like the different colors that they have here. That looks kind of tacky to me, if I'm to be honest. You can see it around the back as well. You can also kind of see some of his head in there. Like the boots, like the sculpt of them. I like the paint that they use. That's really cool. So just to go over some of the articulation of the Juggernaut, his head does move up that much, moves down pretty good. He can turn it side to side. If you want, you can get a full 360 degrees. His helmet doesn't come all the way down. So yeah, that allows for pretty good head movement. He's got the ball joint in the shoulder, so he can move his shoulders out that much, do a full 360 degree rotate, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, swivel in the wrist, hinge in the wrist. He's got a nice ab crunch. He looks down that much. Ab crunch doesn't go back that much, but you can see the gaps in there. I don't really like that. He's got the joints in the inner thigh. He can split about that much. It's like he's got a single jointed knee. His legs go up that much. Back, not at all. It looks like he's got a pivot and a ankle swivel. If I'm to rate this Build-A-Figure, I do like Juggernaut, like I said before. He's a really cool character. If I'm to rate the Juggernaut, I would probably give him a 7.5 or 8. And now stand by for a few comparisons. Here is the Juggernaut next to Rhino. That's the crazy looking Spider-Man Rhino, another Build-A-Figure that I have. Before this guy, the Juggernaut, this one was the biggest one that I had. And they can both stand on one foot, which is actually really cool. Here he is next to the Collect and Connect Justice Buster. And this is actually something you could imagine Batman being in, fighting someone like the Juggernaut, since he's such a massive force, such a massive man. And that looks about right, size comparison. As you can see, the Juggernaut's only a hair shorter than the Justice Buster here. And here he is next to the Marvel Select Juggernaut. Yeah, I mean, you could see a huge difference in the two. The Marvel Select Juggernaut is obviously a lot larger. The paint applications are a little bit better, or I'm sorry, they're a lot better. I would be really lying if I said that they were only a little bit better. They're a lot better. And proportions are better as well. Not gonna open this guy, but I just wanted to put him in here, you know, as far as comparisons go. And I like his helmet better as well. You can see that it fills out on the inside as well, and doesn't really fill out too much on this guy here. And man, that Juggernaut is heavy. And the Marvel Select Juggernaut, I mean, this one's pretty heavy too, but man, that thing is massive and heavy. But yeah, I mean, he's the right size. If you're comparing with your 6-inch, 6.5-inch Marvel Select figures, this guy stands about the right size. One last comparison, I want to compare him to another X-Men figure. And here he is next to Cable, which is actually not a small figure. He's actually quite a large figure compared to the other X-Men figures in this wave. And yeah, you can see that the Juggernaut is pretty big. He dwarfs Cable. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That's it. I'm the Figure King. I'm out of here. Remember, like, subscribe, get the word out. The Figure King's back. Yeah, if you Want to leave a comment? Feel free to leave a comment. Figure King out. Peace. Psst. Hey, Cable. Juggernaut. What are you guys doing standing there? Why aren't you guys moving? Hey, I said, why aren't you guys moving? You, Mr. Funny Guy, Deadpool here, I'm talking to you. Oh, right. Silly me. I totally forgot. We're action figures. Duh. Okay, Deadpool. Pose for the frame. Cha. What do you think? Cable. I said, what do you think? I'm making X's with my knives. Hey, I know. Dr. Evil Pinky. You know, like from Austin Powers. Austin Powers? You mean you never seen Austin?